Okay, today we're going to start this video by doing a quadratic type equation. The first thing that one has to realize when they look at this equation is that the left side cannot easily be factored. So it's going to be really hard to find out what x equals. So what we need to do in this type of equation is make a substitute. So we're going to let x to the third equal b. That could be equal to any letter that you want. In this case, I'm going to choose b. Then we're going to plug this back into the equation and see if it helps us. B squared plus 2b plus 1 equals 0. Now, the left side is pretty easy to factor, as we can see that this is equal to b plus 1 squared. So b plus 1 squared equals 0. Now, if you want to, you can take the square root of both sides. It's not necessary since it's equal to 0, but we'll do it just for the sake of doing it. B plus 1 equals 0. It doesn't need to be plus or minus 0 because 0 is neither plus nor minus. So then we subtract 1 from both sides and we see that b equals negative 1. Now we have to make sure we haven't forgotten about this, because now we need to solve for x. So we say that x to the third equals b, which is negative 1, cubed root of both sides, x equals negative 1. And if you're not sure about that answer, then just make sure to go plug it back into the start. It's something that I make sure I would do on every question, on every test, just to make sure that everything's right. But in this case, it does work, so that is our answer. Now let's move on to the rational equation. The rational equation that I have chosen to do today is 3 over x plus 4 plus 2 over x minus 2 equals 5x plus 2 over x plus 4 times x minus 2. And when we see this, we should be happy from the start, because we see that the terms on the bottom are somewhat alike, or they have relation to each other in some way. But what we're going to need to do to be able to combine like terms and make this simpler is get the same number on the bottom of each fraction. So the easiest way to do that is going to be to times each part of the equation by x plus 4 times x minus 2. So if we do that, we end up with this over x plus 4 plus 2, and let's move that over so I have more room, plus 2 times x plus 4 times x minus 2 over x minus 2. And for sake of room, if we notice here, if we times the top by x plus 4 times x plus 2, x minus 2, excuse me, then both these terms are just going to cancel out. So I'll simply come down here and put the 5x plus 2. Hopefully that makes sense. Now we can see that these terms will cancel each other out, and we simply have 3x minus 6 once we distribute the 3 through here, plus 2x plus 8 after distributing the 2 equals 5x plus 2. So now let's combine like terms. 5x plus 2 equals 5x plus 2. And we can stop here because we see that the left side is identical to the right side. So that means that the solution to this rational equation is all real numbers. All real numbers will work in this equation. Thank you.